by all intents and purposes, I should be completely burned out right now, completely. I decided that the antidote to burnout is hope, like a little bit of hope plus curiosity. So this past week I was just in New York, took the red eye so I could be with my kids who ended up fighting the whole blasted day. So they fought tooth and nail. I ended up getting on the red eye, thank you Jesus, to go to New York. And then was running around in New York the whole time. And then today I woke up and I was like, oh my God, there's so many things in my head. I felt like this ADD mess. And so I was thinking, well, no wonder I'm tired and no wonder I feel like maybe I could be burning out, because the week before that I was in DC for a funeral. I was running around that whole week too. I had no business being gone, and so then this morning when I woke up, I thought, okay, I'm gonna go to bed early last night. I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna do my workout, I'm gonna go to mass. And then a lot of times after mass on Sundays, I go get my nails done because sometimes that's the only time I can get it done. But I was feeling a little bit like burnout was heading my direction. So I thought, maybe I have to mix this up. Plus, I wanted to do some art projects today because I thought maybe that helped the burnout. And if I get my nails done, then that's, challenging. Okay, whatever, you see where I'm going with this. So instead of getting my nails done, and instead of doing my usual routine, I went on Yelp and I found best breakfast places in this little area called Eagle Rock. So I found this amazing breakfast place, and it just kind of got me out of my head. They were so cheerful. I had scones or a scone, didn't eat all of it, thank you. Salad and quiche, and I just ordered all this stuff because I felt like it and had a terrific cappuccino, and then it kind of got me out of my head. And I realized, yesterday, part of the reason I think that I had a really good day was because I just sort of let my mind unfold and I didn't worry about producing something specific. And I'm gonna do the same thing today, but I wanted to show you what I was working on yesterday. And it makes me so happy every time I walk down the hall. It's kind of random, but see if you can come up with a through line. So this is my hallway. See, to me that love is backwards. I wonder if it's backwards for you. Okay, and you see all this stuff, right? So that's like my business inspiration board. It's kind of like my real Pinterest. Now you go this way as long as I don't fall over. I have not been drinking, thank goodness. And this is like my personal, I shouldn't say business because my business life is food and all that stuff. But it's more creative things that inspire me and kind of what I'm working on right now and the whole thing. Okay, so let's go back here. Because this really got me kind of juiced up yesterday. So I always cut out things from the Wall Street Journal. I cut stuff out from magazines. It's kind of like this endless weird habit. I literally have file cabinets and file cabinets and file cabinets, I kid you not, of so much stuff that I've pinned out or pulled. That's like a swipe file. So you can imagine when Pinterest came around, I was like, oh dude, I'm way ahead of you. I could just pin my whole life. So on here, I pulled these things like Musk versus Musk. And this is an article from the Wall Street Journal. Oh my God, it's probably a while old. Well, it's like September. And I like it because it's kind of, he's got these like split personality things going on, right? Of like, he's doing great things, and isn't that kind of all about entrepreneurship? And then at the top, I put this thing about head games. Can you see that? And like how, like the mental tricks of athletes, because in business, aren't we kind of all athletes? I mean, we need to be. We need to think of ourselves as like getting up and being inspired and working on our practice. And then I have this thing on Degas, the experimenter. And then this one, like, I love. You see him? This is John Paul DeJoria. Random guy. Do you guys know how rich that guy is? From foster care kid to billionaire. Well, I love, all know my word is billionaire. And he is so inspiring. And so I figured I want him like front and center. And I also thought this was going to be like a subliminal thing for my kids. And then I liked this one because this is this whole thing on this chick, Cindy Robbins, and Chief People Officer at Salesforce.com. She totally looks like a grown-up, like a professional here. And she talked about her personal board of directors. Well, one of the guys that I was with this week was my professor, Derek Liebart, whom I love from Georgetown. He's my business policy professor. And it's the only B+ I got that semester. Thank you, Derek. But he talks about his kitchen cabinet. And he talks about his personal kitchen cabinet. And like, basically, it's like an informal board of directors. So I thought this was kind of cool that Cindy talks about her personal board of directors and then who they are and you know, what they do. I think it's very interesting that she's a chick and she has 3 out of 4 are men. Somebody asked me that question because I was talking about mentors and I happened to name them and they were all like, oh my God, they're all men. I don't know what that says, but okay, so this is, do you like my camera skills? Oh my God, they're challenging. It's just my arm hurts. So this video is telling you, I'm gonna report back on the other side of burnout because today I'm gonna get off this. I'm gonna put on my grungy clothes. I'm going to be like dyeing some t-shirts and stuff that have spots on them that I keep swearing I'm gonna do something interesting with, and I'm gonna actually do something interesting. I'm gonna let Elon Musk here and Degas inspire me. Oh, I love that photo. See too, that photo up there of all the flowers? That's crazy. That's kind of inspiring me too. Outthink, same old. So it's kind of like Watson IBM. It's Watson IBM ad, what they're working on. So I'm gonna do all creative stuff today. And I can tell you, I do think I'm gonna have solved my burnout for the day, and we will check back and I will show you what I made. So if you feel burned out, do something totally different than you would normally do, no matter what it is. If you normally drive down the street one way to get to the office, take a different route. If you normally do the bike at the gym, do the treadmill. I don't know. Let's see what it mixes up because I do believe there's so much to creativity that really is the antidote to burnout. But you've got to be curious and you've got to have a little bit of hope that it's not going to be this way forever. Okay? Bye. Signing off.